And I told Facebook, but I ain't tell y'all because I've been fucked up about it all day. Now, I don't know if y'all remember me telling y'all about my cat, right? Now, I don't have a cat because I'm allergic to pet dander. And I feel like I would have to get a kitten and be washing it from the time it's a kitten to an adult so it can be used to getting baths so that I could breathe and function in the same vicinity as a cat. It's a long story. But yeah, so it's a cat that I thought was a stray that I was feeding outside in the parking lot, right? Now I was seeing the cat. I've been seeing it since I moved over here. And like it just be chilling in the parking lot and shit like that. And it had like a little flea collar on him, but I thought he, probably ran away from home or some shit like that. Like, you know how cats do. They come and they go, they do as they please. Once they're outside cat, that's it. So I had been really feeding them since I moved over here. Like, and I wasn't cat food obviously at first because I don't have a fucking cat. So I was like feeding them like leftovers. Like I made a lasagna one time and I got so tired of eating it. I started taking that shit out there because I just had to get it out the refrigerator. Because if it's in the refrigerator and I'm hungry, I'm going to feel obligated to eat it. Especially if I don't feel like cooking. And I just could not keep eating lasagna. I couldn't. So I was taking the lasagna out there. I burnt some food up one time real bad. I had started cooking late and then I fell asleep on it. And I took it out there to the cat. And I didn't see him for like 2 weeks. So I didn't know if he had died or if he was mad at me. But I ain't see him for like 2 weeks. So in this time of me feeding the cat, living life, you know, I done started beefing with my neighbors across the way. And it's petty. It was over a parking spot. And they started it because it's just a fucking parking spot. So, like when you get home, you never really get out the car, like, unless you got a shit or something. Like, that's the only time I'm getting right out the car. If I gotta go pee or if my bowel was trying to move, yeah, I'm getting up out the car immediately because, yeah. So, I was sitting in the car one day. I had just parked in a random spot like I normally do. And this man came and tapped on my window. He was like, "Can you move? This is the spot for apartment 4C or some shit like that." And it irritated me for various reasons. For a few reasons, because the bitch ain't even asked me how I was doing. You ain't say, "Hey, how you doing?" None of that shit. Immediately, "Can you move?" And then telling me that this is a spot for a specific unit when none of these spots in this lot are assigned. Excuse me? So I just kept making him repeat that shit because when people say some shit that don't make sense to me, I make them keep repeating it because maybe it's not me, maybe it's you. So I make them keep repeating it so they can hear what the fuck they saying. So eventually I got tired of him repeating himself. And so I just moved. And so I parked in the spot directly across from it. And so since then, they just been being real weird. Like, they had some stuff outside. I was on the phone with my niece the other day. They had some stuff outside the gate. I thought they was having like a yard sale or some shit like that. But they ain't had no sign up. I was like, shit, I'm gonna go there and get that cooler. That motherfucker came from behind that gate so fast. And he had the same shit on he had on, now that I think about it, when he came to confront me about that parking spot 4 months ago. Maybe that's his uniform. I don't fucking know. It's a wife beater and some basketball shorts, so maybe this is uniform. I don't fucking know. But like they just been real weird since then. Like sometimes they'll wait until like I leave to like pull off. Like if I'm sitting in my car, they'll wait till I get out the car to pull off. Lately, soon as I get out the car, they pulling into the parking lot to park. And it's not like I be here at the same time every day. So I don't know. I just think that's weird. I could be being paranoid, but I think that's weird. So fast forward a couple of nights ago, I was on the phone with my cousin. I was on FaceTime with my cousin. And I saw the cat up under their car. And I know it's their car because they parking in the parking spot. He asked me to move and nobody was there. Like, but anyways, so I show my cousin the cat and shit like that. I get out, I feed the cat some sardines that I had bought for it. I had just had him in the front seat. Like I be keeping the food in the front seat because I never know when I'm gonna come out there and see the cat, and I don't want to have to run upstairs to try to get some because that happened before. I ran upstairs to get something for the cat, came back, the cat was gone. So I'm like, nah, I gotta just keep it in the car. So the cat just being weird. Like he not coming from under the car. I'm calling him. I'm doing a little, jingling my keys because that's how we be talking. It sound like he outside now. Get your owners to feed you, but he just being weird. So I still open up the sardines or whatever. I dump them on the ground, and I go on about my business. So that was a couple of days ago, a couple of nights ago. Fast forward to this morning. Why do I see the neighbors who I'm beefing with open their gate up and let the fucking cat in? My heart dropped down to my ass. But you know what? It's cool. Because I knew better. That's the exact reason why I don't feed niggas. You never know who them bitches belong to.